Flood. We are learning the signal routing library blocks. We have just now done with from and go to block. Now we will learn about mux and demux. Okay, so these blocks are virtually combined and derive input signals from the same data type. Mux creates a signal vector output out of the scalar or vector input signals, whereas the demux helps decompose the vector. The input cannot be a burst signal. The order of the decomposed signal shall be considered for the top to bottom input signals. Okay. So that order should be top to bottom here and all these things. So we'll learn a few more about the theoretical part about this. So here you can see the MUX block combines the input with the same data type and the complexity into the virtual vector. Mux block, this is a mux block. Okay, you can see here, this is a mux block which can combines the input with the same data type only. If I am trying to give it some different data type, it will not accept that as well. I'll show you, in front of you only, I'll show you. It will give me, the Matlab will give me the error here itself. Okay. So you can see here the data type and the complexity and that input, that virtual vector. So we can use the multiple mux blocks to the create a mux signal in a stages. But the result is a flat as if we use a single mux blocks as well. So ideally use a mux blocks to group only function called signals. So what are the function called signals? So we can group it using with this. So while a mux blocks can create a virtual vector from a signal that have a same data type and complexity, the other blocks group signals in a way that provide a more flexibility and efficiency. Okay, so what's the demux block work? The demux block extract the component, okay, from an input vector signals and output separated signals. So it is used for separating the output. The output signal ports are ordered at top to bottom. The same what the inputs, that same would be delivered here top to bottom. Okay, so simply I will show you what it's written here. You can see if I am changing some values here because it's the same register type. Okay, if I am changing this value to 7 and first value to somewhat like 6 upline and okay. So here you can see 6 and 7. So in a display, if I'm multiplying by 6 into 5, what I will get, first I will decrease this game in front of you only. So you can see the same output should be passed here in this display. You can see this is passed here in the same output. If I am applying a gain block here, I will change the gain value to 2. So it will, every input should be multiplied with 2. So you can see here now. So if it's multiplied by 2, what I will get? 6 into 2, 12, 7 into 2, 14. I'll delete this gain block, okay, in front of you only. And I'll try to change this signal data in front of you. What I'll make it this to boolean apply. Okay. So now if I'll try to simulate now, does it simulate? It is converting this boolean to the double to the for the bus because it's able to convert boolean to the double. It's a numeric form. If I am changing this to suppose A, B, C, some vector, or I will take a string constant. String constant. Okay, I'll delete this. Very correct, you see. Now you can see this string should be treated as double or what? You can see. The string should be treated as double here. It is converting that every data type into the double. But to the exception of these, we can use a bus as well. So we will learn in next class bus. Here you can see we are not able to get output in the scope. Okay, here we got some errors because that signal routing block, that mux, that string constant is a signal string data type. However, drive the signal data type will be double. So that we want that double data type or like some numeric data type to pass through here only itself. Okay. So if I am changing this to the constant values and it will work, or else you will get this error because that mux should accept the same data type of the input. Okay. Same data type of the input. So if I am generating a code using a mux block, so it will be generated in a array format. It will be generated in a vector or array format. We can see in an array it will be treated. This data should be treated as an array, because array is a content or like a container with the same data type. So that data should be treated as an array if I am generating a code for this. Okay, so that's all about the mux and demux.